Make sure you subscribe, like, and comment right now, because what you're about to hear about Afra Sarıkoglu and Mert Ramazan Demir is not just another celebrity rumor. It's a story filled with unresolved emotions, jealousy, whispered betrayals, family pressure, and a love that refuses to disappear no matter how hard both sides try to deny it. This is the kind of story that doesn't end cleanly, the kind that lingers in glances, silences, and moments caught by paparazzi when no one thinks they're being watched. Afra Sarıkoglu and Mert Ramazan Demir were never just another celebrity couple. From the very beginning, their connection felt intense, almost dangerous in how quickly it captured public attention. Fans didn't just follow them, they invested emotionally in them. Every look on set, every shared laugh in interviews, every moment of closeness became evidence of a bond that seemed deeper than ordinary co-star chemistry. And yet, the very intensity that brought them together may have been what slowly pulled them apart. Insiders say the cracks didn't appear overnight. Long before the public noticed any distance, there were quiet disagreements, moments of misunderstanding, and growing emotional tension. Afra, known for her sensitivity and emotional honesty, reportedly felt that Mert was becoming more guarded, more distant, especially as his fame grew. Mert, on the other hand, is said to have felt overwhelmed by expectations from fans, from the industry, and even from Afra's circle, expectations that painted him as the villain anytime something went wrong. Jealousy became an unavoidable theme. Sources claim Afra struggled with the constant presence of other women around Mert, whether they were co-stars, friends, or simply people drawn to his rising popularity. Every new project brought new rumors, and every rumor planted another seed of doubt. Meanwhile, Mert was reportedly uncomfortable with how closely Afra's every move was monitored, how even her smiles were analyzed and compared to the past. Family interference added fuel to an already burning fire. Afra's family is said to have been cautious about Mert from the beginning, worried that the pressure of fame and public scrutiny would hurt her emotionally. They allegedly encouraged her to protect herself, to keep distance when things felt unstable. Mert's family, meanwhile, is rumored to have felt that the relationship was becoming too public, too dramatic, and potentially damaging to his long-term image. When families start whispering in the background, even the strongest relationships begin to shake. The breakup, when it happened, felt sudden to the public, but insiders say it was the result of months of emotional exhaustion. Afra reportedly felt drained, tired of questioning her own worth, tired of wondering whether she was truly secure in Mert's life. Mert, according to people close to him, felt misunderstood, trapped between defending himself and staying silent to avoid making things worse. When they finally stepped away from each other, it wasn't explosive, it was quiet, heavy, and full of things left unsaid. Yet walking away didn't bring peace. Paparazzi photos told a different story. Afra was seen multiple times looking lost in thought, avoiding eye contact with cameras, her expressions far from carefree. Mert, too, appeared changed. More serious, less open, often caught staring into nothing during public appearances. Fans noticed immediately. Comments flooded social media. "They're not over each other, you can see it in their eyes. This isn't finished." Rumors of reconciliation never stopped. A shared song on a playlist, a liked post, a coincidental appearance at the same location, each small detail became headline material. Some insiders even claimed that they met privately, away from cameras, to talk things through. Not to reunite officially, but to understand what went wrong, to find closure, or perhaps to see whether something could still be saved. Media outlets fueled the drama further, publishing conflicting reports almost daily. One day Afra was finally moving on, the next she was heartbroken and unable to forget Mert. One headline painted Mert as cold and ambitious, another described him as deeply in love but afraid to admit it. The truth, as always, likely sits somewhere in between, messy, emotional, and deeply human. Fans were split into camps. Some defended Afra fiercely, accusing Mert of emotional neglect and insensitivity. Others stood by Mert, insisting that he was unfairly blamed and pressured by unrealistic expectations. Arguments erupted online, friendships ended over opinions, and the story grew larger than the two people at its center. That's when you know a relationship has become a phenomenon. What makes this story so powerful is not scandal alone, but emotion. Afra and Mert didn't just share love, they shared timing, growth, vulnerability, and the burden of being watched constantly. Every mistake was magnified, every silence interpreted as betrayal. In a world where privacy barely exists, love becomes fragile. Even now, neither of them speaks openly about the other. And that silence is louder than any confession. Afra avoids direct questions, offering careful, controlled answers. Mert chooses restraint, refusing to add fuel to the fire. But those who know them insist that unresolved feelings remain, buried under pride, fear, and the weight of public opinion. Whether they ever reunite or not almost feels secondary at this point. What matters is that their story continues to resonate because it reflects something universal. Loving someone deeply doesn't guarantee a happy ending, especially when jealousy, family pressure, and fame interfere. Sometimes love doesn't disappear, it simply changes shape. And this is why people still care. This is why every new appearance, every rumor, every subtle gesture sparks headlines. Afra Sarıkoglu and Mert Ramazan Demir may no longer stand side by side, but their story is far from over in the eyes of the public. If you want to stay updated on every twist, every rumor, and every emotional revelation about Afra and Mert, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, because this story is still unfolding and the next chapter might arrive when no one expects it.